Alright, here we have a top with a loose bodice and loose sleeve. So in situations like this, you can see that the bodice is kind of loose and the sleeve portion is kind of loose as well. But we wouldn't want to adjust the hem opening from 0 gradually towards the underarm, and from the underarm we'll pin all the way to the side seam to the hem. Alright, so when we're pinning the pins, we can pin it parallel along the side seam. We'll gauge the estimated amount to take in. So for now, I'm going to take in just about 2 centimeters from the side. As I'm pinning along the side seam, it's just simply parallel all the way to the hem. So don't forget that we need to do on both sides of the side seams, alright? For the underarm, we will also need to pin it from the underarm 2 centimeters gradually towards the bicep, and from the bicep towards the elbow, towards the calf is 0, right? So as you're pinning it, make sure your pins are running straight. As we approach the calf, we will just pin 0 at the calf. Alright, so we got minimum amount to take in and gradually towards the underarm. And from the underarm, it's just straight down towards the hem, straight all the way down parallel along the side seam. So don't forget that we need to pin the same amounts for both the side seam. So whatever amounts you've pinned at the side here, we will also pin the same amounts of the other side. Later on, I'll explain to you how we can adjust the pattern of the front and the back bodice as well as the sleeve. So just now we have pinned along the side seam and towards the underarm of the sleeve. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a perpendicular line across from the center front.
So here we have a pattern with a bodice that is too loose. Do you need to say at the side seam like nothing?
Okay, here we have a set of pattern displaying the front and the back bodice that is too loose. So we have just pinned along the side seam, the underarm of the shirt. So by doing that, we would gauge the amount to take in from the front side seam and the back side seam as well. So with this same amounts that we have taken in, naturally the front armhole and the back armhole would be shorter. Therefore, we also need to adjust our sleeve pattern. So right now we will need to adjust the sleeve head measurement as well. So by doing so, we will take in the same amount. We gauge the same amount for the front armhole. We apply it here for the front sleeve as well. Same amounts that we have taken in for the back armhole, we apply the same amount for the back part of the sleeve as well. So with this adjustment towards the center of the sleeve, we would redraw the sleeve seam. for back and the front. So after I have redrawn the sleeve inseam, the sleeve cap measurement will correspond with the new front armhole and the back armhole.